J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.
Hey, what's going on? You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. Is that Pastor G that I see? Pastor G, what's going on, Doc? Good to have you on. Aries, what's going on, dear? Michelle, what's up? Miss Edwards, what's going on? Sylvia, what's going on? I said Pastor Hall. Terrence, what's going on? Nikki, what's going on? Michelle, Terrence, what's going on, y'all people? Yo, we're going to have a great, awesome show. I'll get into that in just a minute. But we're going to have a Ladia, what's up? Good to have you on the show as well. I hope you all have had a great weekend. I did have a wonderful weekend. It was a very busy weekend, but it was a great weekend. It was an awesome weekend, and I enjoyed every minute of my weekend. Let me go ahead and put this out. March 23rd. And if you look on my Ray, what's going on, my brother? Good to have you, sir. Always good to see you. G, give it to me one time, man. Give me your line one time. Honey Bun, what's up? Good to have you on as well. You know your line, Doc. You know your line that you always give. You know your line that you always give. I got to hear it. I haven't heard it in a while, so I got to get it from you, Doc. Whatever betides you. Yes, sir. Here's the thing. We had a great weekend. So March 23rd, so I had rehearsal. We're tripling up on rehearsals because the play is in about 2 weeks. March 23rd in LaGrange, Georgia. The play, Not All Wounds Heal, is on the road. And we are in LaGrange. If you have 20 and more people, I can get you a group discount. The tickets are $20 a piece. But if you have a group of 20 or more people, we can get you a good discount. I have tickets on me. So if you know me and you can reach me, you can pay me for your ticket, and I will leave your ticket at will call, and we'll take care of it that way. Y'all good? I'm good. If y'all good, I'm definitely good. So March 23rd, LaGrange, Georgia. We're going to have a great play. If you saw the first play, you know how awesome that play is. But if you want to see the live edition, it is coming to LaGrange or to a theater near you. We're going to be in, next month, we are in Douglas, Georgia. And then from Douglas, I think we're supposed to go to Birmingham. And from Birmingham, we're supposed to go to Memphis or somewhere like that. Memphis. I don't know. I can't remember. Let me put this out. If you are in the Atlanta area, Peachtree City, Noonan, Sonora, Grantville, Palmetto, and you're looking to become an actor or just want to try your hand at it, I tell you what, we do have an opening. In the play. But bring your A game because they got some serious actors in this play. So bring your A game if you want to be a part of this play. Contact me or contact Elijah Parham. Elijah Parham. If you go look on my page, I did make a post about it. It tagged him in the post, so make sure you do what it do. All right. That's enough about our intro. Hope you all had a great weekend this weekend. A lot happening in Atlanta. Jamal, shout out to Jamal Bryant. It got installed to officially take over New Birth after Bishop Eddie L. Long. So that was interesting to have happen this weekend. So a lot of different stuff happened. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Holla at your boy. We're going to be talking about how to get past bad relationships, whether they are love relationship, work relationship, family issues, all of this other stuff, how to get past all of that stuff. Go, if you have not looked on my page, if you've not been on my page or whatever, you can go on my page now and comment and comment on the different on that post. Comment on that post, and we'll get it read online if you don't mind. All right. So let's go ahead and do the doggone thing. Ain't that how they said? Do the doggone thing. Holla at your boy. Now, if you're on Facebook Live, I can't play all the music. Carla, what's going on? I can't play all of the music on Facebook Live. Or if I do play music, I have to talk over the music.
The girls got plenty good loving. Ask me how I know, and I'll tell you so. You used to be my girl. I respect her when she was mine. I used to neglect her. Oh, she wanted more than I could give. But as long as I live, she'll be my girl. She used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. She had a charming personality. The girl was so right for me. She's my girl. Had the chance for a moment, I'd take her back. As a matter of fact, right away, like not only good looking, the girl was so smart, you can't beat her cooking. Ask me how I know, and I'll tell you so. She used to be my girl. Deep down inside, I still love her. I'll place no one above her. She's warm and sensitive. For as long as I live, she'll be my girl. If I had a chance, I'd take her back. Oh no, as a matter of fact, right away, fine day. Ooh, well. The girls got plenty good loving. Ask me how I know, and I'll tell you so. She used to be my girl, my girl. She used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. I wouldn't lie about a thing like that. She used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. She used to be my girl.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it do. Carla, what's going on? Whitney, what's going on? Tracy, what's going on? And Pastor Coleman, what's going on? Y'all, Stephanie, what's going on? We're going to have a great show. We get ready to get into the groove of this thing tonight. We're talking about how to deal with breakups, bad relationships. I proposed a question on Facebook. Let me see if I can get to it. People are sending me crazy stuff. I proposed a question on Facebook earlier. I think it was about 4 o'clock. Oh, I didn't know I can do it that way too. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hosting my own watch party from my thingamajig of the whatchamacallit. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so here we go. I posted this on Facebook. Okay, there it is. My computer was slow. And still is. Y'all forgive me. It feels like I'm working with a government computer. This thing is so slow. When I was in the military, this is how slow my government computer used to be. Anyway, I asked a question. I proposed a question. Let me go ahead and holler at everybody else again. Stephanie, I said, what's up? Paulette, what's going on, dear? Let me wave at all these people. Rochelle, what's up? North Carolina, what's going on, dear? Good to have you. Cherry, what's up? What's going on, Cherry? Good to have you on the show as well. So here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all over the world. One of the most difficult things in our life to deal with is breakups. No ifs, ands, no buts about it. I was talking to a friend of mine. Matter of fact, we was on the show. We was talking last week on the show, last Thursday on the show. And her daughter had made a comment about a guy that she wanted to, he had asked her to be her, Sherry, what's going on? He had asked her to be her girlfriend. They are I think she's 16, getting ready to turn 16. Sharon, what's going on? Let me give a shout out to those at Spreaker.com. Michelle, what's going on? Aries, what's going on? Anybody else in the chat room on Whitney, what's up? I think those are the only people right now, but they're talking up a song. Y'all keep the conversation going over there. If you're on Facebook Live, I am only doing Facebook Live until 7:30. At 7:30, we're going to open up the phone lines. The phone number is 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. Lottie, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. I see you as you're doing homework and stuff like that, so we're good to go. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. Y'all come and join us over. My dad Milton is on as well. Thank y'all so much for the prayers that y'all sent up for my dad Milton. The family do appreciate it. He's on Facebook Live right now with us, so thank y'all so much. So here's the deal. We're talking about breakups. And I was describing this one issue or situation where one of our listeners did a free your mind conversation, and we talked about how her daughter was approached by a guy that they've been basically hanging out together for a while, and he finally asked her to be his girlfriend. Okay, so in asking to be his girlfriend, her response was this. She said that I am going to have to get in a place where I can trust you. Now, not that he did anything wrong. And one of the advice or insight, call it insight. One of the insight that I gave to the mother was this. She's probably have seen her mother be hurt before, or have been involved or overheard bad conversations of hearing someone being hurt in a relationship, and she did not want to go through it. And so she was preemptive in trying not to be heartbroken from a bad breakup. Okay? I said all of that to say one of the hardest things for us to deal with in life or go through in life, especially when it's your first one. Cheryl, what's going on? Cheryl Davis, what's going on? Is to deal with a bad breakup. Now, I'm not talking about somebody that you could say, he wasn't nothing, she wasn't nothing, and you could just move on. I'm talking about that person that you were so in love with. That relationship. But it ended so badly. It did not end on mutual terms. It wasn't something that digressed and both of you all decided to move on. No, I'm talking about that relationship that was just bad. And it held you captive. Now, let me redefine this relationship. I'm not only talking about relationships. Lady Hamilton, good to see you. Thank you so much, Lady Hamilton, for being on tonight as well. Donald Williams, hey, brother, good to have you. Please feel free to chime in as well. Remember, you're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, platform, whatever, all that other stuff that I say. Even Alexa can make it do what it say. I was trying to say all that to do a reset, but I wanted to get the phone number out, especially for those that are listening on Facebook Live. Our number is 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. At 7:30, we will end Facebook Live. At 7:30, we will end Facebook Live, and we will be only on Spreaker.com. You can go to Spreaker.com/show. Spreaker is spelled Spreaker. Spreaker, not speaker. Spreaker, Spreaker. Spreaker.com/show /LATC. LATC stands for Life After the Collar. So let me redefine relationships. Let me redefine relationship. I'm not only talking about love relationships. I know a lot of times when we think about bad breakups, we only think about love relationships. But let me be honest with you, and let me open and expand your thought process tonight. We can have friendships that we were in a relationship with, a friend relationship with. We can be on jobs that was a relationship. That was a relationship. And the list can go on and on and on. An organization, a church that you were in a relationship with that hurt you. And it was a bad breakup. And it affected you. We want to talk tonight about how do we get past the hurt? How do we get past the pain? How do we get past all of that so that we can be a better us? I can be a better me. So that's where we're going to go with it tonight. So get y'all thoughts, process on, get y'all words, get y'all questions, get y'all, I'll call it testimonies. And we're going to be back after this song right here. It's Mickey Guyton, Heartbreak Song. Holla at your boy. It's all good.
Yeah. I heard you told your friends I wrote you a breakup song. The funny thing is, it wasn't even about you. Okay, maybe I did, so what if it was? That'll make you a king. The world ain't revolving around you. I'm in my car, riding around. My bass is up, no slowing down. Love ain't a game, don't got no time. No, you don't see me crying. No, baby. I ain't gonna hit you with the heartbreak song. I ain't gonna give you what you're betting on. Cause boy, you don't deserve a single word. Don't know if you heard, I forgot all about you. I ain't gonna bore you with a sob story. Go crying to my friends and throw a hate party. It's so overrated, overplayed, and I'm okay. I'm just better without you. I'm going out and making my own rules. One thing on my mind, and baby, it ain't you. I'm turning up, I got it going on. So I ain't gonna hit you with the heartbreak song. You called to tell me that you made a mistake, but that was something I knew. So now, baby, baby, bye, bye, bye. Yeah. I'm at the bar, martini twist. Boy, hook it up, just read my lips. Love ain't a game, don't got no time. No, you don't see me cry. I ain't gonna hit you with the heartbreak song. I ain't gonna give you what you're betting on. Cause boy, you don't deserve a single word. Don't know if you heard, I forgot all about you. I ain't gonna bore you with a sob story. Go crying to my friends and throw a hate party. It's so overrated, overplayed, and I'm okay. I'm just better without you. I'm going out and making my own rules. One thing on my mind, and baby, it ain't you. I'm turning up, I got it going on. So I ain't gonna hit you with the heartbreak song. Looking in the mirror, I will be swinging from the chandelier. Yeah. I ain't gonna hit you with the heartbreak song. I ain't gonna give you what you're betting on, betting on, betting on. I ain't gonna hit you with the heartbreak song. I ain't gonna give you what you're betting on. Cause boy, you don't deserve a single word. Don't know if you heard, I forgot all about you. I ain't gonna bore you with a sob story. Go crying to my friends and throw a hate party. It's so overrated, overplayed, and I'm okay. I'm just better without you. I'm going out and making my own rules. One thing on my mind, baby, it ain't you. I'm turning up, I got it going on. So I ain't gonna hit you with a heartbreak song.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. Y'all, if you are on Facebook Live, or the watch party that I'm hosting as well, y'all can also listen to, because I am not going to be all night on Facebook Live or the watch party. I am going to do, because I want to open up the lines, because I want people to express themselves and we can have a conversation and all this other stuff. And if you want to, very quickly during this next 5, 10, 15 minutes, go on Facebook Live and be on Facebook Live. You can request to come on in the square and we can make it do just what it do. Baby. Thank you, Sharon, so much for putting that phone number up there. Sharon Tyson Pete, and she's on the watch party tonight. Thank you so much for joining in on the watch party tonight. Cheryl, thank you so much for being on the watch party tonight as well. Breakups. How in the world do you deal with breakup? How do you supposed to deal with it? Let me tell y'all. Let me give my own personal story. I went through several love relationships, breakups, but there was a couple that nearly took me out. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'm stressed out, oh, I'm la la la. I'm not that person anymore, because I done got to the place, and we're gonna get to this point in the conversation. We will lead up to this conversation, to this point here. I'm in a place in my life now that if a person wants to leave, let them. Stop dragging people in your life that don't want to be there or don't want you in their lives. That's one of the most difficult things a person has to learn when it comes to relationships. Not just love relationship. Because I also want, and beyond love relationship, there was a work relationship that I was in love with. There was a job that I had that it was my dream job. I was tremendously underpaid for what I did. And I loved it so much that when they were going through some things, I told them that they can put me back on part-time salary or just take my salary away and I go back to being a volunteer. That's how much I love that job. That's how much I dedicated my life even to that job. I'm not going to get into any detail about how much I love that job and what I did for that job and how involved I was with this job. But a situation came up that I had to deal with a bunch of lies. I had to deal with a bunch of, I was going to call untruth. No, they was just flat out lies. And people that I thought I was being faithful to. So you can be faithful to people that's not just your love relationship. I was faithful to this job. I gave my all to this job. I gave beyond my all to this job. There are situations I can talk about this job that I can't and won't, but things that I would have to take to my grave with for this job. Only to be hurt by the owners and the leaders of this organization that were close to me, or I thought was close to me. And it left me vulnerable. It left me hurt. It left me confused. It left me without, and I'm going to be real honest with you, it left me without faith. See, that's part of the conversation that people don't want to admit to, not just to others, but to themselves. Because in any relationship that we are in, we can end up being without faith for whatever situation. What do I mean by that? When you are in a love relationship and find yourself destitute because of what happened. Diamond, what's going on? Miss Morgan, what's going on? My cousin Scott is on. What's going on? Jeff Green, what's going on? So here's the thing. You can find yourself destitute because of the hurt and the pain that someone else caused you. And that pain will leave you lacking in a lot of different areas. The pain will leave you lost and lacking in a lot of different areas. And we hate to admit that we lost faith. We lost faith in finding love. We've lost faith in our own. People would make us lose faith in ourselves. People would situation would cause you to lose faith in your religion, in your God. I'm just being good. What's going on, cuz? Gina, Drayton, what's going on? Good to have you, cuz. We can lose faith. Y'all, a lot of people do not want to admit that they've been placed in a situation where they have even lost faith in God. I know it's hard to admit. Someone posted on Facebook, I just had to get to a point where I had to realize that to just move on. And we're going to jump all the way there. But in order to get to the point where, you know what, I'm just going to move on, there are some steps that you're going to have to go through. There are some situations that you're going, or some mindsets and some thought processes that you're going to have to go through in order to get to the place in your life from now on. When these things happen to me, I can simply say, I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to do that person, that organization, that relationship is just not meant for me. But it takes a long, long time to get there. I'm getting ready to play a song by, the last song I played was by Mickey Guyton too, it was called the Heartbreak Song. We're getting ready to listen to Better Than You Left Me by Mickey Guyton next. You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. Look, if you're on Facebook Live, if you're watching on the watch party, here's what I need y'all to do. And you want to be a part of this conversation. Number one, I want you to take this number down. 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. That's the number you can use to call into the show. And we can have a discussion. If you have a situation that you want to discuss with me or put out that you went through, let's do it. Tell me what's going on. We're getting ready to get off on Facebook Live. You can jump on the next thing I was getting ready to say. Write this down. Spreaker.com. Matter of fact, if you're on my Facebook page, soon as I get off, matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. I'm posting the link to the show. I'm going to post the link to my show right now. Click link below. You can go to my Facebook page right now, and I have posted a link to the show. Spreaker.com, SPREAKER /show /LATC. LATC stands for Life After the Collar. So you can call into the show, 864-897-9607, or be a part of the conversation. We're dealing with how to deal with bad breakups in relationships and divorces. Not just love relationships. I'm talking about work relationships, organizational. We break up with our churches. We break up with our jobs. We break up with friends. We break up with family. How do you deal with that? That's what we're talking about tonight. So y'all, if y'all on Facebook, y'all jump on over to the radio show, Spreaker.com /show /LATC, or just look on my Facebook page and you'll see a link that you can connect with. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's all gravy. This is Mickey Guyton. Better Than You Left Me.
You said goodbye with words cold as ice. I was shaking, watching you go. I couldn't breathe. No, I just couldn't see past you leaving me here all alone. It's funny what a little time does, baby. I'm better than you left me. I'm better than I should be. Better than I was when you walked out that door. I'm stronger than a woman, the one that you knew back then. So don't you think I'll take you back like every time before? No, baby, I don't think you know me anymore. I'm better than you left me. Now here you are, trying to win back my heart, and I bet you thought it'd be easy to do. But baby, I've changed. Now you get a taste of standing on the side where you lose. Ain't it funny what a little time does, baby? I'm better than you left me. I'm better than I should be. Better than I was when you walked out that door. I'm stronger than a woman, the one that you
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do because it's all good. It's what? Definitely all gravy. Y'all, thank y'all so much for this conversation is going so well. I have from El Paso, Texas, Miss Charlotte from El Paso, Texas. Welcome to the show, Charlotte. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I am doing well. I am so glad that you called into the show. We're having a great conversation today concerning how to deal with bad breakup, bad relationships, and all of this other stuff. I named the show "Keep It Moving," and we're gonna get to that point later on in the show. But tell me what's going on your end of this world.
On my end of the world, as far as what?
Dealing with bad relationships. Have you ever dealt with a bad relationship? What have you done? What helped you get past it? All of that stuff there.
Well, I was married 18 years, and I can say it was a bad breakup. But you know, before you actually get the divorce, the marriage is already over.
Right.
I'm sure everybody's heard that.
Right.
But what was so bad about the relationship is I'm a very independent woman. Most women attest to that, and that's what I know my ex-husband liked about me. But he tried to use it as a tool against me. He tried to make it seem like, yeah, I seem so strong. I must don't need him, but I need him. That's basically how he would put it.
Gotcha.
But I thought maybe, you know, if we're married, we're supposed to support each other. We're supposed to need each other.
Understood.
So after getting over that part where I wasn't really being supported, and anything good I did, it would be held against me. It would be talked about as far as he had a narcissistic behavior. Everything I did, he seemed to take it as he built it up. Mm-hmm. He built me up. So, you know, after going, you know, hey, in a marriage, you're supposed to do your part and don't worry about what the other person is doing. And so I went on for years like that. Just do your part, be where you're supposed to be, do what you're supposed to do. And after a while, you start going, hey, all the workload is weighing on me. You know, what kind of relationship is this? But basically, he was absent. He was just not present in the whole thing. So I wasn't hurt. It was just that I had to come to terms with that. He was a good father, but he was not a good husband. Mm-hmm. So 18 years of marriage, I figured, well, is there a issue with me being a wife, giving my husband another chance after mistake, give him another chance? And I already said to myself, no, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as he's your husband, you can do whatever you want with him until you have exhausted all your measures. Give him another chance, no matter what he does.
Gotcha.
And I mean, that includes everything, all the stuff that people have problems with in a marriage. I'm talking everything. If you want to forgive him, move on. Don't keep dwelling on it. But once you get to that point where you had enough, then you're going to have to be prepared for that change. You have to use all your resources to help you through that change, because really a divorce is like a funeral without the body.
Okay. So Go ahead.
You're basically mourning a relationship, you know, where nobody's dead, but the relationship is dead.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna put you on the spot, but I will lead you into it. Was it difficult for you to accept that the relationship was over with?
At first, it was. Because I have 3 sons. And at that time, they were young.
Okay.
I had 2 teenagers, and one child was under 12 years old.
Gotcha.
So that part right there is what made it difficult. I have 3 sons. The reason I have this husband is because boys need their daddies, and he was helping, basically helping me grow, raise young men. And when the help was not really help, I had to come to terms with it. Everything was like a dying daily. Like every time I felt like I had some support and I wasn't getting it, I had to go, oh yeah, well, I never get help there. Forget about it. But that was the most difficult part, is having young sons.
Got you. Now that was the easy question. Now I'm gonna get ready to ask you a difficult and very hard question to answer, because it was something that a part of my healing. This question I had to ask myself as a male, because a lot of people, and I guess because people aren't really honest with the situation, a lot of people think that it's always the guy's fault of in a love relationship, which is furthest from the truth. But I had to ask myself, what did I do wrong in this relationship? Even if the answer to that question was not admitting, number one, it could have been, oh, he wasn't for me, or 2, I stayed in a relationship longer than I was supposed to have, or 3, he was supposed to be, or she was supposed to be my friend and not my husband or my wife. So let me ask you a very direct question. Have you ever asked yourself if you was a part of the breakup or a part of the problem that caused the breakup?
I would say yes, I was. And I'm going to tell you why I was the problem. The problem is a lot of things that he did that really hurt, I let it go. I just said, just ignore it. I got stuff to do. I got kids to raise.
I want you to go deeper in that, with that mindset right there, as far as letting it go. And what was your thought process of telling yourself, let it go? And because I'm gonna tell you how I describe it. Brush it under the rug, because it's about the kids, not about me. I'm gonna leave it right there. So you tell me how what do you mean by let it go?
Well, it's almost like in the back of every woman's mind, your man got a side chick. Your man got another woman that he's interested in. Or it's any woman.
Okay, make that statement again. Make that statement again, and I'm going to point out some things when you make that point after you finish your thought process. But I want you to start that from the beginning and say it again.
As every woman knows that in the back of her mind, their husband has another woman somewhere.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's not the woman. It's not the other woman's fault, but that is mostly the reason why he was not present in the times that I needed him to be present.
Okay.
And the only reason why, I would confront the situation, but I wouldn't really hang in there with the confrontation. Because first of all, I'm in a marriage. Second of all, I have children. Third of all, I know he is going to tell a lie. I know he's going to deny it. And there was no reason for me to spin my wheels and ask the same question over and over again when I know I'm not going to get the truth.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Was this towards the end of the year? Was this 5 years into the marriage, 3 years into the marriage, 10 years into the marriage? When did you come to the point where you felt, and I'm only gonna because I haven't broken this thing down yet. All men have a side chick somewhere. When did you get to, especially with your husband, at what stage in your life did you say, you know what, I'm just gonna brush this stuff under the rug?
It was from the beginning, to be honest with you. The very beginning.
Thank you. I thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being honest. Now, may I have a real conversation with you? Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, the way I see it, and this may help you, because I've had this conversation with several people that has been in bad relationship with people that used to cheat on them. Mm-hmm. The part that you played that destroyed the marriage was this: you kept telling him it's okay, because you kept forgiving him every time he came back with the same foolishness.
Absolutely.
And so when we look at our and this is one of the things that helped me get past bad relationships. And I right now we're looking at love relationship, but this involved with every kind of relationship. When people show you who they are in the beginning, one of the most difficult things for us to understand or to do is believe them, because we see what we want to see and we want what we want to want. We desire what we really want to desire. And we tell ourselves and we trick ourselves in believing that person would change, that organization would change, that friend would change, that whatever would change. But instead, we devalue ourselves in the relationship. And we do this word that I'm going to define as we settle for what's in front of us.
Well, there's a problem with that theory right there, because I didn't expect him to change, because I already knew that I had already helped him with the damage.
So let me ask you that. With that statement there, how many years you said it was?
18.
So what made you stay 18 years?
I'm going to be honest. He was a generous man. He didn't, let me tell you, when I had my first baby, we were both in the Army.
Okay.
And, my baby was late coming. The baby was late coming, but there was a reason. I know it was a reason now why the baby was so late, because we spent a little bit of time together, and I realized that I wasn't supposed to marry this man. Mm-hmm. So my mom comes in the room, and she said, Charlotte, he's gonna propose to you. I saw the ring and everything. I said, Mom, I'm not gonna marry him. I can take care of my own baby. I said, he's a stupid man, and he's a cheater, he's a liar, and I don't really want him in my life. And she said, now this was my biggest influencer, because I love my mom.
Gotcha.
She said, that baby is a boy, and boys need their daddies, and you need to marry him. When he come in here and propose to you, you need to marry him, because you got a baby boy. You need a man to help you raise that baby boy.
That is a very good point, and we're going to talk about that when we come back from this break. Here's the point that I want to make from what you just said. A lot of times we enter relationships based off of what other people's expectation for us is. That is one of the hardest things to ignore, especially when it's somebody that's close to you. We enter into relationships thinking that relationship is best for us because of what somebody else think, and they don't know the whole story. So when we come back, we're gonna have that conversation. Spreaker family, we're gonna have that conversation. Thank you so much for calling all the way from El Paso, Texas. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling into the show. I appreciate you. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
You have a good night.
You too.
Y'all, this is Tamia with the name of the song is called Almost. Tamia, holla at your boy. This is Spreaker.com with your boy J Mad. You're listening to Life After the Collar. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's all great.
How can one miss what she's never had? How could I reminisce when there is no past? How could I have memories of being happy with you, boy? Can someone tell me how can this be? How could my mind pull up incidents, recall dates and times that never happened? How could we celebrate love that's too late? And how could I really mean the words I'm about to say? I miss the times that we almost shared. I miss the love that was almost there. I miss the times that we used to kiss. At least in my dreams, just let me take my time and reminisce. I miss the times that we never had. What happened to us? We were almost there. Whoever said it's impossible to miss when you never had, never almost had you. I cannot believe I let you go. Or what I should say is I should have grabbed you up and never let you go. I should have went out with you. I should have made you my boo boy. Yeah, that's one time I should have broke the rules. Should have went on a date. Should have found a way to escape. Should have turned it almost into it did happen. Now it's too late. How could I celebrate a love that wasn't real? And if it didn't happen, why does my heart beat? I miss the times that we almost shared. I miss the love that was almost there. I miss the times that we used to kiss. At least in my dreams, just let me take my time and reminisce. I miss the times that we never had. What happened to us? We were almost there. Whoever said it's impossible to miss when you never had, never almost had you.
Sometimes I wanna rub you, some nights I wanna
You
hug you.
seem to be the perfect one for me.
Sometimes I wanna touch you, but tonight I wanna
You're
love
all I ever wanted. You're my everything, yes, it's true. Boy, it's hard to be close to you, my love. I know it may sound crazy, but I'm in love with you. Said we almost shared. I miss the love that was almost there. I miss the times that we used to kiss. At least in my dreams, just let me take my time and reminisce. I miss the times that we never had. What happened to us? We were almost there. Whoever said it's impossible to miss, you never had, never almost had. I miss the times that we almost shared. I miss the love that was almost there. I miss the times that we used to kiss. At least in my dreams, let me take my time and reminisce. The times that we never had. What happened to us? We were almost there. Whoever said it's impossible to miss, but you never had, never almost had you, baby.
But tonight I wanna love you.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J Mad. This is Life After the Collar. Y'all, this has been a great show. And we've been talking about bad relationships. Now, I kind of want to shift it a little bit because I was paying attention to what's going on in the chat room. And I don't know if that was Michelle or if that was Aries, and they're talking to Harold. And Michelle Aries asked a great question, and it made a distinction that I didn't even pay attention to. So I don't know who I'm trying to move my cursor up so I can get part of that conversation. No, it's not. There it is. The question was, they were talking to Harold, and then they asked Harold, have you been in a bad relationship? Harold said, yes, I was. And Aries said, how did you get past it? Harold says this, some were my fault, a few weren't. I think I just had to take some time out from relationships. It really takes time to get over that. Aries asked a very, very, very good question. Did you go from one relationship to another to get past the previous one? So, and Harold said, when I was younger, yes, I did. So let me, men and women handle breakups so differently. Let me add this into the conversation. Let me even because here's my thing. Even with the Charlotte from Texas, at Paso, Texas, that just called in. You know, one of the things because I never take anything at fate. Well, at the original conversation, what I do is I try to get both sides of the story. That's why I ask certain questions. All right. So what happens is, yes, I would love to, because I'm on 95. Okay, I was reading a inbox message. I'm trying to get this special guest on tonight. We'll see what if we can make that happen. I might do it through as part of the Free Your Mind set. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. Men and women handle situations very differently. And Aries, you asked the perfect question. Did you go from one relationship to another? A lot of guys would do that, especially. And Harold answered perfectly. When I was younger, I did. When we are younger, we'll go from one relationship to another relationship because it's easy for us to use the second relationship to hide the pain. But when you get older, like me, I don't. I don't go. Like even now, I tell people I'm single. Period. I'm single. That last relationship that I was in it wiped me out. Am I saying that I don't want to love again? No, I'm not saying that. But I am super cautious. And so what I've learned to do is I pay attention to how people respond to situations. I pay attention to how people interact in certain situations. I pay attention to how they respond to what I say. But that's a whole different level because like me and probably like Harold and most guys, I'm not going to keep getting hurt. Women, y'all deal better with, I don't want to use the word better. You all are more protective of yourselves than men are when it comes to hurt. Y'all deal with it and y'all go through the process and y'all get all of that stuff out of your system. Even if you make a fool of yourselves, you still get it out of your system first before you decide to move on into another relationship. Guys aren't built like that. Most guys, until we get in our older age, it's not until we get older that we realize, like, look, I just need to chill the hell out for a second. If I could just chill out for a second. Yes, we still desire the attention. Yes, we still want to be loved. The difference between y'all women and men, y'all would go years and not be in a relationship. Guys aren't built like that because guys are always missing something. And we're gonna do that. Yo, we're at our set called Free Your Mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow. If y'all got a free your mind question, holla at your boy. I'm going to play this song and put it in the chat room. Call into the phone. 864-897-9607. Our line is 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. All right? Y'all good? I'm good. Holla at your boy.
What if Martin didn't stand up? What if Rosa didn't sit down? What if Malcolm didn't matter? Where would we be now? What if Marley didn't get up, stand up? What if Du Bois didn't come to advance us? And Mandela didn't come to teach us? Where would we be now? We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. We can change the world with our love, 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 love. 'Cause it is up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. Our love can change the world. We can change the world with our love, 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 love. Our love can change the world. What if Maya didn't speak out? What if Langston Hughes didn't write it down? What if Josephine Baker didn't dance it out? No. Tell me, where would we be now? What if Sojourner never told the truth? Or Ida B. Wells never printed the news? Harriet never went underground? Where would we be now? We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. We can change the world with our love, 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 love. 'Cause it is up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. Our love can change the world. We can change the world with our love, 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 love. Our love can change the world. Me too, I matter, you matter, we matter. Together we are love. Me too, I matter, you matter, we matter. Together we are love. It's gotta be all of us to stand up and speak out with all of our love. Love, 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 love. 'Cause it is up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. Our love will change the world. We will change the world
Oprah, Kamala, Ava, Tarana, and Lena, Serena, Viola, Oprah, Patrice, and Alicia. You and me are the chosen. Right now, this is our moment. We are a people of motion. Our love's gonna change the world.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we are on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it do, baby, baby. It's all good. It's definitely all gravy. I didn't have any questions for the set that we call Free Your Mind. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. We didn't have that set, so I tell y'all during that time, that's my if nobody say anything, that's my time to get me something to drink, relax my voice, and play music. So thank y'all for allowing me to have that break. I appreciate y'all. Y'all like it, I love it. I have with me tonight on air Princess Dior, and she is out of she's in Brunswick, Georgia, but she's from Miami. She's originally from Miami. Princess, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you got going on. I want you to push your ministry stuff or your business stuff as well, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. First of all, you're on with Bella Dior, the inspirational conversationalist, and I'm here to uplift and empower. And it's just a joyful thing to be here tonight with you all, listening here. Just to be with a tenacious young man, love what he's doing. I am an inspirational, motivational speaker. I am a success coach. And what I do is help people to know, to unleash their passion and unlock their purpose, to know that their past doesn't determine their future. You're not the mistake you made. And with personal life experience, I can definitely stand and preach on that topic.
I hear you. Look, first of all, let me say thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this.
Absolutely.
On this tonight. And you already know that we've been talking about how to get past bad relationships, not just love relationship, but I was saying earlier on the show how we can get hurt from relationships that we've created with our jobs, with organizations, with all kinds of different things. But I tell you what, I'm gonna give this over to you. Tell me what you're going through, what you went through, how you are dealing with it, how you are overcoming, how you have overcame situations. So you go ahead and tell the story like you want to tell it.
Well, basically, I just came home from federal prison, and to just digress a little bit before that, you know, I was molested at the age of 5, and I was a teenage mother, and to embark on that, I've been homeless, and now to stand today and share with you all that I am a homeowner, and also just to come from federal prison to transition over, that's a lot in itself. But you have to know how to stand firm and know that if God be for you, it doesn't matter who or what is against you. And you have to know that you are not the mistake that you made. Through that journey, I have been married 14 years, and now I'm embarking on a divorce. So I can relate on each level, but you have to know who you are and whatever you're taking on, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your personal life, or in your ministry. You have to know that you have to step forward and take charge of where you want to go, but it all starts with a choice. So it's a choice that I made to be happy, and it was a choice that I made to be whole. So I'm finding that emotional, mental, and spiritually all came together.
You just made a really, really, really great point, and it was one word: choice. Talk about choice.
Okay, when you make a choice to be happy, whatever you decide to do in life, whether if you're interested in writing a book, or if you're interested in starting your own business, or whether you're on a job right now and you have taken the notion to say that I want to move forward, but you don't know how to move forward. You might look at yourself and say that you're settling, that you're putting your life and everything on a back burner. You have to continue to serve and put others' needs before your own. But take notion that withdrawals are being made without deposits are not good. That means unhealthy relationship, with whether it's personal, friendship, or family members. Your life is a bank, no matter how you look at it. And if they're always pulling, withdrawing, and they're not depositing into you, it's toxic. And what I mean by that, they have to be deposited, uplifting messages, good messages, keeping you happy and whole. But when you make that choice to walk away from something that's toxic, you know that you made the right choice, and you know that you're going to be happy. So if you listen to all that, you might say, well, does this sound familiar? Trust me, you're not alone. And always tell yourself that you're not going to settle for something less than divine purpose, because your gift in life makes room for you.
Now let me ask you this, I'm going to ask very direct questions, and I keep it real. What I do on Sprinkle.com on Life After the Call is this: I merge spirituality and reality together. So let's talk some let's talk some reality. Here's my reality. I had when I proposed this question on my page earlier today, I had a lot of people come, especially my super saved folks. They came on and said, prayer. I prayed. Okay, I get that. Especially when you know God, you know to pray. But let's be real. Let's be real with it. After you pray, there are other things that you're going to have to go. There's a totally different process that you're going to have to go through other than praying. Because here's the truth.
Absolutely.
Here's the truth. When you pray, God is not going to snap his fingers and everything that you've been dealing with is going to be dissolved. So my question to you is, what process did you go through? How did you deal with what you dealt with in life on the real side? Did you cuss? Did you cuss? Did you scream? Did you holler? Did you throw a glass at the person that all of this stuff? Be real with the conversation.
At first, when I first heard it, keep in mind now, I was behind federal walls. So I was left powerless, I was emotionless, and I was stuck at the time. And so the only thing I had was prayer, because I was already broken. I was separated from my children. I was separated from my home. I was separated from the person that I shared life with. So within that, of course, being human, you want to threaten their life. You want to do everything. But you have to put yourself in a mindset to be like, am I going to waste this energy on being angry? Or am I going to be corrective in my attitude? It's a notion that I speak, and I tell everybody, from my kids to my circle of influences, it doesn't matter what a person say or does to you, their only power is your reaction. So I was refusing to give up my power. Now, was I angry? Yes.
Wait. Was I hurt? Wait. Let me. You just said something very powerful there. Go back and revisit. Their only power is your what? Say that
reaction.
Whole statement again. Say that.
I'm gonna say that again. No matter what a person says or does to you, their only power is your reaction.
My God.
So if you coming at me, if you trying to do and not to even go all the way there, because to me, I'm totally still healing from this process. This is fresh. I haven't even signed my divorce papers. That happened on the 19th. So certain things you have to be mindful and you have to be spiritual and grounded to know areas to go on and know areas not to touch. And I learned that the hard way within. I just had a speaking engagement on the 23rd. So when you know that and you know the area where you're going, you know your power. Wow. So you know what you're not going to give up. I'm not going to be subjected to, the little pettiness that your ex will be doing. Or if you, even on your job, you're not going to allow them to take control over you. I'll tell anybody, this marriage here, it ended in a divorce after 14 years. And for far too long, I was filled with remorse, shame. I was worried about the impact the divorce was going to have on my life. I was worried about, was I going to lose my home? Was my kids going to be okay? But if you sit back and meditate on it, all you have to do is ask yourself, what would it be like if life is single? Then you divert that and turn it around. I was single before I got into this relationship. So whether the friendship, whether it's business or whatever, you were walking alone before that. You just know. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. Well, you just have to know that you don't want it to take years to be to that place. So now you have to make that choice and make it now.
I see your process where you are. Let me ask you this. And matter of fact, I'm going to pull a new song up in a minute after this conversation. You said, out of all the stuff that I hear, I'm going to ask you another question. How did you get back to you?
How I got back to me, I had to take control of my emotions.
Lord
And
Jesus. Wait. Don't go too fast. Don't go because you just said one of the most powerful statements tonight. And that statement is this: learn to get control of your emotions.
Absolutely.
No matter what we do, no matter where we are, no matter what we're going through, one of the most difficult things that will be placed in our lives is a choice. Am I going to be in my feelings all day?
Exactly.
You have to learn.
And you know what I love to say? Sorry to cut you off, but I have to interject that in there. I saw a post on Facebook when they say get out the feelings, ain't no money in there.
That part right there. There's no advancement in there. There's no getting over nothing as long as you are in your feelings. And I don't care what situation you're in. When I went through bad relationships, love relationship, but I also went through a couple of other relationships. One of those relationships was in an organization that I was working for that I absolutely loved. I gave my life for, and a situation happened that was so full of lies and all, and I was in my feelings for years. I was stuck in my feeling, and my emotions had the best of me. It wasn't until I learned to get out of my emotions that healing started taking place.
Absolutely. So how did you realize that you had to let go?
You know, when there are certain things that, because I'm very spiritual. I hear what God, God speaks to me differently than most people. When I got out of my emotions, let me tell you what happened. When I got out of my emotions, I got into a place where I can hear from God.
Exactly.
When I got out of emotions, I heard from God, and God kept telling me, I'm trying to take you to a place that if you stay in another place, you can't go. You can't get what I have for you if you decide to stay here. We have to learn to go to a place called there. I'm getting too deep with it right now. But when we get to a place where we hear from God and God is saying, hey, I'm trying to take you there. But we keep telling God, no, God, I like what's here.
Yeah.
The raven kept feeding the prophet over here. But God said, I have something better for you over there.
Exactly.
The prophet could have chosen to stay here, but instead he said, I know where God is taking. If he would have stayed in his feelings, he would have digressed and went back to the person that was trying to kill him, into that area.
Exactly.
Because that was a comfortable place for him. But God took him here.
Exactly.
Now he's here because God saved you from being in that foolishness. Now God says, okay, now get control of your emotions, and I want you to go there.
All right. And once you get control of it, you got to tie this into where you're going. Because once you take control of your emotions and you harness the power that you have, you got to shift your mindset.
That part. That part right there. You got to
shift your mindset.
And
so once you shift your mindset, you won't be triggered by the pettiness.
And you
won't be triggered by the hurt.
You would never get control of your mindset until you get past your emotions.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That right there is good conversation. Hey, I tell you what, tell the people how they can get in contact with you, your emails, your Facebook stuff, your Twitter, your Instagram stuff, your phone number, whatever you want to put out, do that.
Absolutely. You can reach me at Estella Dior 5.0 on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Princess Estella Dior. My Twitter is Estella Dior 5.0. Just share your stories. I have a book coming out August 28th of this year. Also, I'm taking new coaching clients. So it's definitely a journey for you to embark on. It's time to motivate, inspire, and uplift so your full potential. And just so you can know that your life is a gift and your ongoing journey, I'm here for that. Definitely with life experiences where it's taking me. All you have to do is just grab a hold and let's take this journey together. You here with Estella Dior, your inspirational conversationalist, and I love you for having me on, and I'm so grateful and humble for being here.
You know, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Anytime you want to go, what I'm gonna do, you can always hit me up on my Facebook page. But I tell you what, I'm gonna put my, I'm gonna give you my direct message, my direct number, and anytime you want to get on the show or you have something that you want to talk about, I'm always looking for new ideas and I'm always looking for guests to be on the show. So make sure you contact me that way as well. All right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, and love and peace.
All right, be good. You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify. You're listening to Life After the Collar. It's all good. It's all gravy. Holla at your boy. This is my boy, Eric Benet. Be Myself Again. Holla at you.
Lost my rhythm, I forgot my style. Too complicated for this simple man, but now I understand. Like a circle peg in a square hole, I tried to push it, but it wouldn't go. It didn't kill me, so my strength increased, and now I finally see. I found the love that was gone deep inside of me. I found a man who was lost, and I set him free. I thought that the pain was never gonna end, but now I can be myself again. I had the best the world could offer for sure, but peace of mind is much more precious than gold. I was in a place where truth is hard to find, but it's all revealed in time. Stick out my chest and hold my head up high. Forgot how it felt to feel so good inside. A fool would gain the world just to lose himself. Now I wanna be true to no one else. I got the light in my eyes for the world to see. And thank God the music's back inside of me. It was a long, hard road to be a better man, but now I can be myself again. I feel the roll of the thunder in my bones. I hold my head up high everywhere that I go. The gift of life I truly understand, 'cause I can be myself again. Now there ain't no wound that love can't heal for sure. Yes, I know. And if you lose yourself, the Lord can guide you home. This I know, I found a joy and serenity. Won't let nobody tell me something's wrong with me. Got a big love inside, I'ma set it free and be myself again. I found a love that was gone deep inside of me. I found a man who was lost and I set him free. I thought that the pain was never gonna end, but now I can be myself again. I feel the roll of the thunder in my bones. I hold my head up high everywhere that I go. And the gift of life I truly understand. And I can be myself again. I said I can be myself again. Yeah, I know I can be myself again. Yeah, I can be myself again.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. There I was, giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and I'm not saying no names. Then the thought occurred, teardrops made my eyes blur, cause I said to myself, look what you've done to her. I can feel it inside, I can't explain how it feels. All I know is that I'm never dishing of the raw deal, playing make-believe, pretending that I'm true. Holding in my laugh as as I say that I love you. Saying I'm more, kissing you on the ear, whispering I love you and I'll always be here. Although I often reminisce, I can't believe that I found a desire for true love floating around inside my soul, because my soul is cold. One half of me deserves to be this way till I'm old, but the other half needs affection and joy, and the warmth that is created by a girl and a boy. I need love. Sheer delight, how sweet. I gotta find me a girl to make my life complete. You can scratch my back, we'll get cozy and huddle. I'll lay down my jacket so you can walk over a puddle. I give you a rose, pull out your chair before we eat. Kiss you on the cheek and say, ooh girl, you're so sweet. It's deja vu whenever I'm with you. I could go on forever telling you what I do, but where you at, you're neither here nor there. I swear I can't find you anywhere. Damn sure ain't in my closet or under my rug. This love search is really making me bug. And if you know who you are, why don't you make yourself seen? Take a chance with my love and you'll find out what I mean. Fantasies can run, but they can't hide. And when I find you, I'ma pour all my love inside. I need love. Kiss you, hold you, never scold you, just love you. Suck on your neck, caress you and rub you. Grind, moan, and never be alone. If you're not standing next to me, you're on the phone. Can't you hear it in my voice? I need love bad. I got money, but love something I never had. I need your ruby red lips, sweet face and all. I love you more than a man who's 10 feet tall. I watch the sunrise in your eyes. We're so in love when we hug, we become paralyzed. Our bodies explode in ecstasy unreal. You're as soft as a pillow and I'm as hard as steel. It's like a dreamland, I can't lie, I've never been there. Maybe this is an experience that me and you can share. Clean and unsoiled, yet sweaty and wet. I swear to you, this is something I'll never forget. I need love. I'm no longer a playboy on the run. I need something that's stronger. Friendship, trust, honor, respect, admiration. This whole experience has been such a revelation. It's taught me love and how to be a real man. To always be considerate and do all I can. Protect you, you're my lady and you mean so much. My body tingles all over from the slightest touch of your hand. And understand, I'll be frozen in time till we meet face to face and you tell me you're mine. If I find you, girl, I swear I'll be a good man. I'm not gonna leave it in destiny's hands. I can't sit and wait for my princess to arrive. I gotta struggle and fight to keep my dream alive. I search the whole world for that special girl. When I finally find you, watch our love unfurl. I need love. Listen to me. When I be sitting in my room all alone, staring at the wall, fantasies, they go through my mind. And I've come to realize that I need true love. And if you want to give it to me, girl, make yourself seen. I'll be waiting. I love you.
You're listening to your boy J Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. I was on looking at the comments on Spreaker.com. They were like, "You wrong for playing that song there." I played that song for one reason, and that's to lead into this conversation here. one reason that the reason why I love that song there is that in that song, I'm finna call that boy Prince. In that song, LL Cool J was real about who he was and what he was dealing with. And he came to a place in his mindset, in his life, in his thought process, well, at least in that song, that he realized that he needed love. He admitted all of the things that he did, well, not admit, he went through a mindset of, yeah, I was this way and I thought this way and I was being this way. But he said, I realized that I need love. One of the things that we have to do is admit that that's what we're looking for. That's what we desire. And I keep saying, it's not just a love relationship or a romantic relationship. Sometimes we have to realize that there are different areas that we find empty because we don't have people in our lives to help fulfill those needs and desires. You need somebody in your life that's going to help you push your work ethics. In other words, like I like radio and acting and stuff. I need to be around people that's dedicated to acting and in the radio field. If I wanted to even get back into ministry, I need to surround myself that's about real ministry. Because I don't do this fluff ministry. I was going to post something today that was going to offend a whole bunch of people about this fluff stuff that we do in ministry. But I didn't do it. I was on my best behavior. I may do it tomorrow. But here's the thing. And I want everybody to pay attention to what I'm getting ready to say. Before you're able to be committed to anybody, love relationship, work relationship, church relationship, organization relationship, before you are able to be in any type of committed relationship, you must first be committed to yourself. No one will know how to love you and treat you if you are not loving yourself or treating yourself the right way. Nor will God send you anybody that's on that level that you're requesting when all you're going to do is jack it up anyway because you don't know how to treat yourself. Example. A lot of ladies sit there and say, I want my man to make 6 figures. Let's just use that figure. I want my man to be making 6 figures and have his own house and have his own car. Let me ask you this. Do you have your own car? Do you have your own house? And do you have your own 6 figures? If you're not controlling your own household, your own bank account, and your own car before he get there, God is not going to send you. Okay. Guys, I want a woman that knows how to cook for me and knows how to, take care of my clothes or wash my clothes or take care of da. Let me ask you something. Do you know how to cook for your own self? Do you know what your taste buds want? Until you get to the point where you know how to respect the energy it takes. I'm getting ready to help a lot of people out. Until you learn how to appreciate the energy it takes to make 6 figures, to have your own house, to be able to cook, to be able to wash your laundry, to be able to take your house, be able to take care of kids. You better know how to do it your damn self first. And that's just real talk. Until, Ari said, repeat it. Oh, please repeat it. Until you know how to take care of your own stuff. If you want a man with 6 figures, you better have 6 figures. Or prove that you can handle 6 figures. If you're behind in, let me help you. If your credit is jacked up, God is not going to send you a man with good credit and making 6 figures. Here's why. Because you're only going to jack up his bank account and his credit. There was a question that on Facebook the other day, and I was going to discuss it, but I'll discuss it now since we're right here. Oh, I want a man to help me, or my man should be able to help me with my credit. Hold the hell up. You jacked up your own credit. Why would God send you a man to help clear your credit? No, clean up your own mess before you look for a man. That's just me. Like even now, until I have a certain credit score, I'm not thinking about being in a committed relationship. Yes, that I need love. Yes, I'm in my feelings. Yes, I need certain things in my life. I agree with that. But I try to tell it, if you anywhere, like I put that funny post, I need to hear you say shrimp, street, Christmas, straight. I need to hear you say just like that. I need to see your credit scores, but I need you to hear me say shrimp, straight, Christmas. But I also want her to say, let me see your credit score. And until certain things in my life happens, it is what it is. Now, am I going to buy a house right now? No, I'm not going to buy a house. I'm not going to buy. If the only way I'm going to buy a house is if I get married again. Maybe. Now, I may buy a house and put it in my son's name. If I don't get married or get in, yeah. So I'm going to buy a house. But even if I buy a house, that house will be in my son's name. And if I buy a house with somebody, it will be in our name. So I have two homes. But you better believe that she will be able to buy a house on her own. On her own. And I should be able to buy a house on my own. Even recently when I was looking for a place to stay, I came across some stuff that I didn't know about. And so I got to straighten some other stuff out. We got about 25 minutes left on the show tonight. We'll be in and out on with music. If y'all got some topics, and I liked it. I like the way the chat room is going on. I like the way the chat room is. Y'all appreciate y'all tonight in the chat room. Y'all have stayed engaged in the conversation tonight, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all must not have y'all red cups or your wine glasses. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's there. All gravy.
Many times before. Once I was a white gazelle on horseback riding free, searching in the darkness for a piece of me. I can feel this for sure. I've been here before. For sure, for sure, for sure. I've been here before. rainbow colored people, happy as can be. We never had a problem, there never was a care, and love was ever flowing, and its feelings shared. Vast and never ends. Stars to me are children. Babies are my friends. Heart is like a galaxy. In my spirit flies. Felt this way a million times. Please don't ask me why. Question of my lifetime. Ask my point of view. Say it all was calmer. Call it deja vu. 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 And I can feel this pursuit. I've been here before.
Cause I've been thinking about making love to you. Oh. Let me turn the music up. Champagne, baby, let me fill your cup. D-game, baby, I'ma D you up. All night long. Baby, I'll be waiting. What up for you to yeah. Ooh, yeah. Fast as you can. Don't need no hesitation. What up? You need to be in. Just don't bring your man. There's a party going on right here. All that's missing is you. What up? What up? And when my jam comes on, I swear I'ma be all on you. What up? On you. Baby, why you playing? Is you on your way? Won't rain in Cause I've been thinking about making love to you. Oh, let me turn the music up. Champagne, baby, let me fill your cup. D-game, baby, I'ma D you up all night. Baby, I'll be waiting. Yeah, to get here. Fast as you can. Don't need no hesitation. You need to be here. Just don't bring your man. There's a party going on right here. All that's missing is you. And when my jail comes on, I swear I'ma be all on you. Baby, I want you here with me tonight. With me tonight. Right here. Baby, I've been waiting. Fast as you can. Don't need no hesitation. Just don't bring your man. There's a party going on right here. All that's missing is you. And when my jail comes on, I swear I'ma be on you. Baby, I've been waiting for you to get here. Fast as you can. Don't need no hesitation. You need to be here. Just don't bring your man. There's a party going on right here.
Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
Please,
let me hear you say,
please. Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
let me hear you say,
Please,
let me hear you say,
please.
lollipopping, twerking in some J's on the dance floor. No in the way. I take my time with it. Bring you close to me. Don't want no young dumb. Better pick me like we listening to Jodeci. I was trying to lay low, taking it slow. Well, I'm picking again. Hey, gotta celebrate. If your man look good, but put him away. If you can sweat the weave out, you shouldn't even be out. There no reservations at the ooh. You go I'm gonna ride it, do it just how you like it tonight. And after that, let's do it one more time.
Girl, I ain't one for begging, but now you got me begging. Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
Please,
let me hear you say,
please. Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
let me hear you say,
Please,
let me hear you say.
please.
Booty so down, booty so soft. Bet you wanna smack it again. Hey, let me demonstrate. Hit it one time, make it levitate. Black, 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 black out. Bro, watch out now. Yo, basura, ma, ochata. I'm gonna ride it, do it just how you like it tonight. And after that, let's do it one more time.
Girl, I ain't one for begging, but now you got me begging. Please me, babe. Turn around and just tease me, babe. You know what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
Please,
let me hear you say,
please. Come on back and run from me. Twerk it on me slowly. Girl, let me put this loving on you.
you better say that, credit don't play that, yeah. Do my back, like I do these records, break that,
Please me, baby.
Hey, thank y'all so much for hanging out with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify. and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. It's all good. It's definitely all gravy. I'll see y'all next week. When is that? Not next week. I'm sorry. I said next week. That would be Wednesday. I'll see y'all Wednesday, not next week. I'll see y'all Wednesday. I may just continue this conversation because I have a lot more to say on this topic. How to get over bad relationships. But thank y'all so much. I'm gonna go. Y'all know when I leave out. I got one more song, and then I'm gonna lead y'all. I'm gonna give y'all benediction. How about that? Y'all good? I'm good. It's all good. It's all gravy. Holla at your boy.
Oh, girl, I don't wanna go. Ooh, I don't wanna go. Ooh, girl, I met you on a Friday, baby. Now it's Sunday and it's getting late. It's been wonderful, but I gotta go. Get up in the morning, keep my pockets full. Time flies when you're having fun. Wish I could linger, but I gotta run. And we're between the sheets. It's so hard to leave with this angel laying next to me. I wanna stay until the sun comes up. To you and never stop. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. And now we're bathing in the afterglow. And girl, I'm moving kinda slow. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. But I gotta go. But I gotta go. Look out the window, now the rain is falling. Look back at you and see your eyes calling me. Skin listening, softly whispering. Don't go where you gotta go. I guess I'm gonna have to call in sick. I guess my pockets gotta take the hit. Can't put myself away. Girl, I gotta stay. Cause I know what you're working with. Hey, I wanna stay until the sun comes up. You and never stop. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. But I gotta go. And now we're bathing in the afterglow. And girl, I'm moving kinda slow. Cause I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. No. But I gotta go. But I gotta go. My keys in my pocket and I'm ready to roll. But it's so hard to be responsible. I got so many things to do, but I can't pull away from you. But I'ma check it like I'm ready to hit the door. The sound of your voice got me wanting more. And then you know, that's when my belt hits the floor. But I gotta go. I wanna stay until the sun comes up.
J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you
need
big.
That real talk, well, J-Mad, he got you right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.